everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today we are going to be putting together Volcanicus. And I know I did a video with Volcanicus in it before. This is going to be with the actual Volcanicus parts and not like double Dinobots like I did the last time. So let's go ahead and get him together. So let me take his leg, put it there. You already have it from the last video in its configuration, and they are scramble sitting. So you can put a leg as an arm, or an arm as a leg, and we'll take the other leg there. And then we'll get the body, which is already got the arms attached. And we'll go ahead and put it together. And this is going to be official default what do you call it? Default configuration, not fan moded like I normally do, or damn, this swoop and the thing's not staying pegged, but not fan moded or anything like that. So let's see if I can get them to stand. It's supposed to be extra stability, but you don't really seem to be doing your job. Maybe if I turn the feet around. Turn the feet around. You can see sludge is already coming apart. And there we go. Alright. I'll move him back a little bit so we can take a look at the farce that is Volcanicus. Now, I don't understand why Hasbro thought that this was an acceptable combining transformer. Even the G1 transformers, the combiners, were better, had better proportions, transformed better. I don't understand why they did this. I don't understand. I don't understand why they didn't have this tuck in underneath and have the combiner peg on the other side with a little door that flips open like it does, like they do on their other newer combiners. I don't understand. I don't know why they cheaped out on the plastic. Because on Combiner Wars, the plastic was generally a lot better, and the figures generally looked a lot better when you put them together. But they cheaped out. So this is official Volcanicus, and whoops, it is a floppy looking mess. It will not stand unless you have it in a certain way, and it's flat as hell. Look at this. It's flat. It sucks. This really, really, really sucks. Let me see. I'm gonna grab a G1. I'm gonna grab Predaking. I've got the G1 Predaking here, and now this toy is a reissue of a toy that was about 30 years old, and I've got you know what, let's take this off. The only thing I'm missing at the moment is the head, the proper head. Let's go ahead and put that in here. I'm just missing the head, just not the head, but I'm not even missing it. It's in my closet, believe it or not, and I am not gonna go in the closet just to get it out. But you can see, I mean, he's a little shorter, but you can see he is built a lot better, and if I wanted to, I could stretch out the feet and put you down, and he would be in even better proportion. His problem is that he's just too stocky, but he's made of 5 figures that are the same. They're made the same. They're made the same thickness. They're made the same height. You know, they're 5 identically sized figures that make one big figure. This guy doesn't have an excuse for his extreme lankiness. That's ridiculous. He's a Dinobot combiner. He's a Dinobot, or he's a bunch of Dinobots. There's no reason why a Dinobot should look like that. And then when you watch the cartoon, he don't look like that. His arms are not that lanky. He is built properly. If you look at the drawings that they have for him, he don't look like this. He don't look this bad. It's ridiculous. That pisses me off. Thankfully, third parties have come out and made And I think Hasbro knew this. I think Hasbro knew somebody was gonna make it, so they're like, oh, we don't really need to overdo it. We can get away with this, and that'll be fine. Jerks. And they knew we were gonna buy it. I've got it. It's a Dinobot Combiner. Of course I've got it. I think there's only one Dinobot Combiner I really don't have. I have the StarCats Dinobot Combiner, and that thing was actually better than this. The only thing that sucked was its feet didn't work very well. But that thing was better than this. So I got the StarCats one. I've got King, which I gotta finish reviewing. I've got the Power Core Combiner ones, which was a better one. I mean, that thing was it was just better. It was better made. It had better proportions. It had a long head, and its limbs were funky automorphing things. But even that was better. So yeah, well, we got this guy, and he's pretty heavy too. And you know, 30 years old, and I still prefer this guy over that guy. Okay. This thing has at least it's got an excuse for. Let's see if I can make it taller now. Come on. Whoops. Make it a little taller. So it's still its proportions look a little bit better with it, you know, taller. But like I said, there's no excuse for this, guys. And they can't say, oh well, we you know, they can't say they're new to the Combiner game, because you know they invented the, well, they didn't invent it, but they've had so many combiners. They even re-engineered their own combiners from G1 to the new combiners that we have for Combiner Wars. So they have the engineering, and they've got so many third-party figures to work off of. There's no reason why they have to do this. There's no reason for this. That was dumb. Even if you're trying to cut costs, that was dumb. You could have made this better. If you'd have tucked the arms underneath or overneath, instead of being like this out, and have the combiner port on the side, that would have greatly fixed the problem. Now I'm gonna see if I can do something to fix this up a little bit. You know, it won't be much, but at least it'll be something. So let's see. I'm trying to remember how I did it before. Let's see. I think this was up like this. No. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay. I mean, there's many things you can do. I mean, they don't. See, this looks better than the other way. If they would have engineered it so that it clicked up here, it clipped on up here instead of where it clips, this would just be so much better. But it doesn't. And it doesn't hold together very well because of that. Actually, this would look much better if I didn't have that, like that. There we go. That's so much better. And isn't it even... Whoa, okay, that's the only problem, is that he tips forward. So, yeah, I've completed my Dinobots, and the Dinobots themselves individually are pretty good. As a whole, not at all. Not at all. Hopefully, I am really hoping that... Okay, let's see if that'll work. I am really hoping that the third-party add-on kits do a really good job, and they look like they do a pretty decent job, but do a much better job of a combined mode than this mess. Anyway, that said, I'm Icelip. Thanks for watching me rant. Ciao.